Central with Burt Barron, 732-545-9282. Or toll free at 888-545-9282.
It is 7:38. We're back on Jersey Central here on the New Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. I am Burt Barron. How are you doing? We've got our first contest coming up a little bit later on in this half hour. Someone's going to win a pair of tickets to the Saturday night performance, 8 o'clock at the Bickford Theater in Morristown, of the great dramatic show called The Runner Stumbles. Interesting story, great drama, great live on-stage drama, and your chance to win a pair of tickets is coming up very, very shortly. Hey, great event coming up this Saturday at St. Peter's University Hospital. It is their free men's health and wellness forum, which is happening, which is going to be great to kind of get the guys, get the blood pumping again for the guys who have been, watching football for the last several months. Let's get some information on the event from our guest, Dr. David Jacob, who is a cardiologist, joins us this morning. Dr. Jacob, welcome. It's Burt Barron. How you doing?
Yeah, good morning. How are you, Burt? Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. So here we go. Time to get the guys, get them off the couch and get them back into the real world. And then the Men's Health Forum is a great way to kind of get things going, right?
It sure is. We'll be hosting a free, as you said, a free Men's Health and Wellness Forum from 11 until 2 this Saturday at St. Peter's Hospital at 254 Easton Avenue in New Brunswick. We'll have physicians such as myself, and Dr. Anthony Catanese and Dr. Deborah Goldstein, all discussing topics including gastroenterology, urology, and I'll be discussing cardiology. We'll be having screenings and health risk assessments also for blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol, body mass index and nutrition questions, balance and mobility, memory screening, and colorectal, lung, and prostate cancer risk assessments. Also, there'll be another session, which is interesting, Ask the Pharmacist. So that's always nice. Patients, people always have a lot of questions about their medications.
See, this, I think, is also a good thing, too, Dr. Jacob. Maybe some people made that resolution like everybody does in the beginning of the year. I'm going to take better care of myself. And, sometimes people use the Super Bowl as, well, there goes my diet because now the football game was on and I ate nonstop for several hours. This is a chance to kind of get you back on that right track and get back into some healthy habits with a free event this Saturday.
Absolutely. It's a good way to jumpstart your exercise plan and nutrition plan as we hopefully move out of this winter and into the springtime, a little bit better weather, and being able to get out there and exercise or go to your local gym and exercise. And there's more than that. I mean, how to eat right, we can do that right away and get going on risk assessments as we get older for cancers and things like that. And spouses are welcome. So it's good to bring your wife or your significant other, and parking is free here that day. And it should be a very good event, very educational. And we'll also serve a light lunch, and I guess that'll be very light since we're trying to help you be healthy.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have some light choices there for the lunch and some good healthy choices. And again, St. Peter's University Hospital is at 254 Easton Avenue in New Brunswick. And again, the event gets underway at 11 o'clock on Saturday. It is the return of the Men's Health Forum. Just kind of a great way to kind of get you back focused again. Sometimes over the winter, too, Dr. Jacob, people are stuck inside. You kind of get this cabin fever thing going on, and the treadmill starts to get a little boring because you'd rather walk outside. But you got to remind people about some good, healthy ideas, including heart health, which, of course, is of particular interest to you. So there's got to be some things you could do exercise-wise to keep your heart healthy when you're inside all year. I mean, I do push-ups in the basement, and I'm on a treadmill every day. Anything else that I should be doing, Dr. Jacob, for heart health for myself?
Well, I mean, I think the treadmill is good. There, you can get a stationary bike for inside the house for cardio exercise. The exercises I always do at home is I like kettlebells. I use those quite often, maybe 5 times a week. There's also different kind of tapes you can buy for stretching and things like that, Pilates, things like that, to keep you fit and not get too out of shape over the winter.
Yeah, so there's some great things that you're going to learn coming up on Saturday. And I think the blood pressure, the blood sugar, and the cholesterol screenings, Dr. Jacob, are going to come in very handy. And these are things that people should have checked regularly. Is this something you should check every year when you go to your regular doctor, the cholesterol and the blood pressure, or should you do that more often?
No, I think Well, if you have a history of high blood pressure, certainly checking it more than every year is in order, and you probably will see your doctor more than once a year. Blood sugar, not more than once a year if you don't have diabetes or you don't have a risk for diabetes.
Hmm.
And cholesterol, again, if it's elevated, that would be checked more often than once a year, and certainly if you're on cholesterol lowering medications. But if you don't have a history of that, once a year for checking your cholesterol would be perfectly adequate.
And I think it's going to be interesting also to hear with the nutritionist who's going to be there on Saturday, Laura Vetter, who's going to be there, when she tries to explain, and people have the same question. Well, what's the difference between weight and body mass index, and why that BMI number is? I don't know. I think I always thought that was more important than your actual weight, Dr. Jacob. I've heard that, and I guess she's going to explain that on Saturday.
I think that is more important, because if you're a certain weight and you're, more muscular and more in shape, as opposed to someone who's the same weight and is, more fat and, fat content and muscle content, that's certainly not healthy. And especially for us men, that belly fat around the waistline there
Oh,
is particularly unhealthy. Yeah, I heard you moan. That's very difficult to deal with for us guys. I fight that all the time. I always tell my patients for every belt loop, it's 10 pounds. So if you have to inch your
wow.
belt loop up, over the winter one notch, you probably gain 10 pounds.
Boy, that's not an eye opener right there. 10
Yep,
pounds for one little inch on a belt.
that's right.
Wow, how
Yeah,
about that?
yeah.
But man, yeah, you're right. That belly fat, number one, it's hard to get rid of, and man, you got to work to keep it off too. So there's going to be some great information on Saturday that will help you with that. You can register. There's a toll-free number to call to register. It's 888-491-6181, and I'm going to put that phone number up on our Facebook page. Again, it's 888-491-6181. Bring your spouse, bring your significant other. Parking will be free. There'll be a light lunch and just a lot of great information from our community partners at St. Peter's University Hospital, which is going to be just great information and a nice way to spend a Saturday. Dr. Jacob, thank you as always. Appreciate this. Good luck with the Men's Health Forum, and thank you for you and what everybody else at St. Peter's is doing for a healthy community, Doctor. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, and we look forward to seeing you all and meeting you all in person.
Excellent. Have a great day, Doctor. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, Dr. David Jacob, my guest.